I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, my Supreme Team family? It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I'm here to bring you guys the latest hot topics on these four right here. Okay, we are talking about Miss Porsha Williams, who is fighting for her life following the season premiere of RHOA. I'm going to tell you guys the latest on that. We're also talking about Kirk King, the same King that is the ex-boyfriend of Quad Web Child. He is still in the comment section, and he is a whack attacking Marissa, okay? Quad's makeup artist. He said, baby, if you don't go sit your down somewhere, okay? If Quad has something to say to me, she can say it because I'm ready for her. I'm going to tell you guys the latest on that. And I told y'all that that man has been waiting for Quad to make one wrong move. And yeah, he pretty much said that last night. I'll give y'all the latest on that. We're also talking about Offset. Y'all, he took a hot, fiery one to the buttocks, okay? Not the leg. The reports I said the buttocks. I'm going to tell you guys why he got himself in so much trouble and why he need to go sit down somewhere before, he becomes another number. We don't need that. We're also talking Wendy Osefo. She is back in the news, and I'm going to give you guys the latest on what she has going on. Something big too, okay? So stick around for everything, you guys. Also, welcome to all of my new subscribers. I see you guys. Welcome to the family. And if you are not a subscriber, become one by hitting that button and also making sure your notification bells are on so you don't miss a thing. And let's get into it, you guys. Let's talk about King first, okay? This is a video I dropped last night. Make sure you watch it if you missed it, okay? Now listen, when I reviewed Married to Medicine this past season, I told y'all there was a scene where you could tell King was trying to provoke Quad into saying something or doing something so that he could put it all on the line. He was not afraid. And Quad knew it too. She was staring at him with her eyes like, baby, please do not do this to me. Well, he has still been in them comments. Anytime Quad speaks, he is there to check it, to make sure it's accurate, according to him. And the last time he spoke to Quad, he said, you're a liar. Stop lying. Stop using your people to spin a story and a narrative and things like that. And Quad's makeup artist ended up getting into the comments yesterday and calling him a liar, saying that he was a scammer, saying that she was a part of a three-way call that she helped him orchestrate with Quad. So she knows a lot more than he thinks, and she can back Quad on anything Quad says. She also said that he crashed out in the comments. Yeah, so she said that he crashed out in the comments, and she said that was very recent. Quad is not a liar. So this interview that Quad did was about 2 weeks ago. That would have been in February. And so when she said very recently, a few days ago, yeah, Melissa said, yeah, that's accurate. It was a few days ago, back in February. Check your phone log, partner. Okay, well, this is what King had to say in response to that. So King added Marlissa. He wants her to know that he ain't never scared. And he said, again, this is a PR stunt. How much did she pay you? You have no clue what actually transpired or when. I haven't mentioned her and anything negative about her. If no lies are told about me, then I won't have a reason to point out the BS. She can speak for herself. And if she wants to disclose our text threads showing when and why we communicated last, I'm okay with that. It's all in black and white. No need for these BS games. So that was his response to both of them. Let Quad speak for herself if she wants to, and then she and I can have this public exchange. And he said that he hasn't said anything negative about her. You did call her a liar, boo. So that's negative. That's negative. That's how it all started. But anyway, I don't know. Sometimes when you are in the thick of things, you don't always hear or see things the way the public might hear or see it. Because I didn't think that Quad did too much wrong. I didn't think she said anything negative, and that she's been trying to keep it above bar, you know what I'm saying? But whatever happened in that relationship, he is still prickly sensitive about, and he has some more things he wants to get off his chest. But y'all talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Also, watch my last video. If you did not, this happened yesterday, and it'll give you even more background tea, including Toya and Eugene, what they had to say and what Heavenly had to say. Okay, let's move on to the next story. Okay, you guys. So the season premiere of Real Housewives of Atlanta aired on Sunday night, and it looks like the production team over there wants the ladies, these rich, fancy, beautiful women, to step up their game when it comes to the men. Have a boyfriend, have a date, have a something, child. Because if there wasn't a man that was bought sitting at that table, there was definitely a man in the phone, and everybody had one, child. So anyway, if y'all saw Porsha Williams with Mike Bless, y'all know Porsha has a way of having her chemistry with the men she's with on this show is always real high. She's giggly. She looks like, they have a real good time in the bedroom. She just looks like she's all in with the men that she brings on the show, whether it's her husband, the dates, whatever. She had no chemistry whatsoever with a guy named Mike Bless, who previously was introduced to us through Ready to Love. We know he's an actor. Ready to Love. He's been in Tubi movies, and he also does Country Wayne skits. Check this out.
I've been wanting to run something by you then. I think I got another play that can actually put some more bread in your pocket, or at least get your brand awareness out there. Okay. At least make you more of the money. I could probably sell it to them like that. If you don't come with the bread, help you build your brand. You thinking about, have you thought about getting back into like television, TV, like another reality show?
Nah,
Hear me out.
acting is my thing. Reality TV, they ain't my vibe, bro.
Hear me out. Real Housewives of Atlanta. I gotta play. I gotta play.
Okay, so he said, "Hear me out, Real Housewives of Atlanta." And when we first heard this skit yesterday, we were all under the impression that the skit happened before the show was filmed. But Porsha got into the comment section and set the record straight. She said, "This is absolutely a false story. We were dating. It just didn't work out." Okay. She said that this skit was actually filmed after RHOA season had already wrapped. So she said, Mike Bless used me. I did not use him, despite the fact that we didn't have a whole lot of chemistry. And she probably is right. You know what I'm saying? These skits, they have to figure out, topics, because they run every single day. These skits run every single day, 24 hours a day, it feels like. But Porsha said, "I'm not the liar here." But either way, y'all tell me what y'all think. I actually believe Porsha. Porsha can get whatever she wants, child, when it comes to a relationship, men, women, whomever. She is not shortchanged there. And her and Dennis have more chemistry. And she probably could have brought him back on the show, and he definitely would not have turned her down. But again, if you guys missed my review for yesterday, here's the thumbnail for it. Be sure to check it out, and let's move on to the next story. Okay, let's talk about Offset, you guys. He's out here playing with these YNs with nothing to lose, these 24 somethings. Okay, Offset is 34, by the way. But yeah, according to reports, Offset owes a young man by the name of TJ. He's a rapper. His real name is Tion J. Den Merritt. And Den Merritt said, listen, Tion JT, can't even say his name, TJ. Let's just use TJ. TJ said that Offset owed him some money. They was out there at a casino last night in Florida, And he said he ran up on Offset and said, baby, pay me what you owe, Pook. You owe me 10, 13K. And he want the money. He wants it. And Offset, according to reports, told him that the only way he would get it out of him is in blood. And apparently he took him seriously. Offset turned around to walk away. And from what reports are saying, TJ let the thunder ring. Okay. He let the thunder ring. And one of them bullets went right into the butt cheek of Offset. That's what the rumor is being said. Okay. Now, TJ was arrested for this pow-powing last night. Offset is, it's said that he is in the hospital, that he is doing fine, but, he's missing some flesh. Anyway, but TJ said that's not the full story. And it sounds like he's trying to make a case for self-defense. TJ said that Offset actually physically attacked him. By the way, he said that he physically attacked him. And that's the reason why he stood his ground and popped him back. Okay. But listen, there are other reports out there saying that Offset has a gambling problem, that he will, spend his last dollar at a casino and then walk up to complete strangers and ask them to help him out, to give him money. There is another YouTuber by the name of, let me make sure I get his name correct, CD Nash, who said that he did a report where he said that Offset was outside asking random people for money, 5,000 here, 1,000 here, and that people were actually giving him the money. They said that he also asked TJ for the money, and TJ was the one who broke him off about 10K, and that he wants his money back. He wants his money back. So we'll see what happens next, but this is the story so far. It's also being reported that Cardi B, who is currently on tour, received the news and that she was very, very distraught, and hoping that her baby daddy is okay. I mean, she still wants her children to have a father. But this is what is going on right now. You guys talk to me in the comments. Y'all remember that Offset's bandmate, Takeoff, lost his life back in 2022, almost 3 years ago, I believe, or a little over 3 years ago. And yeah, that's problematic. So I hope that he gets himself together and stop running into people. He is a dad. He has a lot of kids that love him and depend on him. And this is unfortunate. Y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. And let's move on to the next story. All right, let's talk Wendy Osefo, you guys. Shout out to Mr. Housewives. This is where this story is coming from. But yes, Wendy Osefo has actually landed on the front cover. She is the feature cover story for Glamour magazine in Bulgaria, you guys. So she is still working overtime to keep her name and her presence on the front of magazines and in the news. And so the Bulgarian version of Glamour magazine was real happy to get Wendy on the cover. And I think she looks super cute. Look at this. She is right here in this lime green, looks amazing. She also talked a little bit about her story. Y'all know that she is currently awaiting trial for insurance fraud, but she is still talking. And this is what she had to say, baby, because I had the Bulgarian version of the story translated. So check this out, y'all. The story is actually about personal evolution, discipline, and identity. That's what the article is about. It talks about her growth as a person, as a mother, as a wife. And she said that growth is not linear. She said that life comes at you in waves. You have highs, you have lows. She also talked about difficult periods in life where real growth happens. And she said that's where she is right now. She said sometimes you have to cut back on what's going on in your life like a plant in order for it to grow stronger. That's an interesting metaphor. So she said that even though things start happening, you got to just cut back some of the stuff that you have going on in order to get stronger. She also talked about her upbringing, shaping everything that she is today, everything that she has today. She said she was raised by a single mother a strong Nigerian, raised in a strong Nigerian household with very strong values, discipline, no excuses, and belief in achievement. She said that was the core belief, that nothing can stop what is meant for you. And she said that is the anchor of her identity right now. Her faith, her work ethic, all comes from nothing that is meant for you will ever leave you, will ever stop you. You will always get it. Wendy also said that this current time in her life, where she is awaiting trial for attempting to defraud the insurance company, she said that right now this is her reset phase in life. And she describes this part of the chapter as being more intentional, more self-definition, and having less expectations for the outside, what people think about her. Wendy said that even though people are believing that she is broken down, she said that this is not a breakdown, it's a recalibration. Now, here's something that's very interesting, because a lot of people that watch Wendy, some people relate to it on the show, Real Housewives of Potomac, but others feel like she's putting on a performance. And Wendy said that confidence is internal, it's not performative. And what people see is confidence. She also said that confidence is earned, right? She said that she's gone through a lot of humps, a lot of bumps, a lot of figuring things out. And now she's in a place where she's very, very confident. She also said that she's not trying to impress anyone, prove anything, compete with anybody. She's focused on knowing who she is in all circumstances, regardless of what's going on. She's always focused on knowing who she is, regardless of that. She goes on to talk about her style, you guys. She said that her style is her identity. So we see her wearing these fancy outfits, these labels. She said, that's my identity. It's not fashion. And she frames her style as an expression of who she has become, not just looking good. And she said that it all aligns with having an external presentation that equals internal growth. This is an interesting article. She also said that faith plays a major role in her life and that she is blessed and highly favored always. She explicitly said that. I am blessed and highly favored, and that faith is positioned as grounding, guiding, and a part of her resilience. Lastly, you guys, she said that she's evolving into a more grounded, intentional version of herself, not someone who is chasing validation, proving anything, or focused on chaos. So yeah, this is her glamour cover, the cover of Glamour, the Bulgarian Glamour. And that is what Wendy is saying right now while she is awaiting trial. Anyways, you guys, let me know what y'all think about Wendy's article. If you believe it, or if you think that, Wendy still might be doing too much. I actually think that she's had a lot of time to self-reflect, and she has to stand on something in order to get into the next part of her journey. So good for Wendy. Anyways, y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about everything. Make sure you're following me over there at IG, and be sure to check out the link tree that is over there in the menu bar. Okay. Also, you guys, I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me as always. And until the next time, bye-bye.